I mean, I want a real review of how this held up.
Oh, you want a review of how it held up? She's a little bouncy. It's not in a good way either.
Is running good there?
No, she's hot.
Probably.
Pegged hot.
Probably.
Truly.
Yeah, probably because it's out of antifreeze.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's how our drive went. And just go back down, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna.
I don't know if it's actually hot.
Does it always say hot?
No, but it's. Wait, which one?
The temp gauge.
This one here?
Oh, it's not this one up here.
No.
Oh, I'm looking up here. That one's okay.
Probably won't restart. Oh, she did. In the high mileage review category, is this
a buyer of us?
A buyer? Like, well, I'm just saying, like, how does she feel? Tight, you know, smooth?
No, the steering column is absolutely terrible. It's just, well, I don't know if we got it on video or not the day that the steering wheel fell off.
I don't think we did.
Huh?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, the steering wheel fell off one time.
Best advice at that point is just stop. You know, like as soon, like if the steering wheel comes off.
Luckily, it was at a place where it wasn't an issue, but it did come off. What, drive-through? Like
a drive-through, yeah.
A drive-through, and you went to turn, and the steering wheel is just in your hands. But
yeah, that was just the window knob.
Oh my gosh, it was loud, dude.
Somewhere down there, yeah.
And it coincided with my shift.
Yeah.
I thought,
you will lose the transmission soon.
We have a major coolant leak. But we're still going for a little run because it just hasn't been driven. Power? She did not like that. I don't think you've had her foot to the floor in a little bit. Welcome back, y'all. Today is a 56 Chevy pickup day on the channel. We got this guy out, washed up. As you can see, it's running. And it needs sold. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the list, try to figure out what all we gotta do to it, and then start on some of those repairs so that it can be sent down the road. We really have two objectives for the day. One is decide all the things that we need to do on the 56. And the other one is for pictures. We're going to switch out these wheels with the old wheels, if you remember those, and pop those on here instead and sell these wheels separately. Now, the plan for his actual marketing on this guy is we're going to list it as is and then continue to fix the things that we talk about later in the video, the little things that it needs to be 100%. And we'll go from there. So that's kind of the plan. And if somebody buys it before we have to take the time to fix the stuff, that's awesome. The back to basic wheels. I do not enjoy these wheels at all. Don't like the design, nothing about them really. But people do seem to prefer these over the big ones, which I understand not liking the big ridiculous wheels on, you know, an older pickup. So that I understand. I just don't like these ones very much. However, they are clean and they have brand new tires on. So we'll give the people what they want. All right, now when you're doing wheels like this, the big dish, what you want to do is make sure that the lug nut comes out as fast as possible so it slams down onto this finish. You don't actually want to do that. That's a joke. Wasn't too bad, actually.
Nah, they're beautiful.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If anybody has a Chevy standard, 6 by 5.5
yep.
lug pattern, want some 24s with new tires, $3,000 right there.
You got it. Did you get it?
No, but
it's got to go on those studs there.
I get it.
Is that wheel heavy?
Nope. Not really. Most of the tire.
I'm just going to go ahead for the people in the comments that say that they just sit down and, you know, scooch up with their knees, which actually is very effective, but we just didn't do it, so. I'll just get ahead of that suggestion.
Yeah, well, I just kind of did the man way, so I don't know. Teach their own.
Chiropractor appointments are the man's way.
Are chiropractors real medicine? I don't know.
I think them and physical therapists are the same people. It's gonna get some hate.
Big PT is coming after us.
Yeah, physical therapists, chiropractors, and hypnotists all kind of the same category. Also nurses. What do you guys think of the new wheels? Old wheels, new wheels, whatever you want to say. I think they do fit the style of truck a little bit better, but they are not nearly as flashy, and I do hate the style. So I guess I like them not as much, but they are nevertheless what we're going to go with for today. So other things that we need to do to get this thing back on the road. Lance knows the list a little bit better than me. Yeah. So where are we at? Because didn't
start up here and go from there. There is, as we talked about in the video earlier, there's a leaking lower radiator hose. Real simple, just an L-shaped hose. You need to take it off, go get it matched up at the auto parts store and put it in. The frame, whenever they modified it from like a K5 Blazer kind of four-wheel drive frame, they just used a torch and just kind of all the slag and all the nastiness.
Let's check
so you can actually see it down here. It's just not cut off nice. I just wanted to fix this up somehow to make it look halfway decent when you look under here. The front is not quite as hateful, but like, look at this. You know, so I want to just straighten that up with a, you know, Sawzall or something like that, just to make it look nice. Coming back through, if I could find a way to touch it up nicely, I would touch up where the wheels had rubbed, and I would touch up this little bit in the jam here. Inside, the plan is to get a new bench. Something that sits a little bit higher. You can't quite see it in the videos, but when you sit in this bench, you know, sink down in, and your knees are headed up to the, like...
It's terrible. It's truly terrible.
So the level of the seat needs to be, like, up here, okay? So trying to get a different seat for in here. I was going to replace the steering column. Steering column's just falling apart. It was a column shifter, but they removed the column shifter. So all the stuff inside just rattles, and it's a big mess. So, new steering column, probably from Jegs.
Door, you're going to fix the door that doesn't shut?
It'll shut right now. And
if you plan to put the door from this side over to that side, it shuts perfect. If you shut it like a door, like a normal one that you're not trying to destroy, it doesn't shut.
So this one I'd be interested in seeing what people have to say in the comments. The exhaust, we know for a fact we do not want to leave them the way they are. The very minimum would be taking the exhaust and tucking it up tight to the bumper. Just getting rid of this huge gap in here by just putting maybe an elbow in or something like that to do it in the exhaust system. The other option would be to cut the exhaust right around the cab and do a side exit. And I'm thinking with a side exit, either 2 round holes or maybe 1 large rectangular hole. I think rectangular would be the best for the shape of the step. And then back here, same thing as the front. When they cut this frame, it is just nasty. You can see in here, it just looks like somebody with a torch just did an amateur job. And so I just want to straighten those up square, make them look decent. Brake lights need some attention. They kind of come on too easily, some adjustment there, but nothing with parts. That's about it. That would make it go down the road. Spencer suggested maybe we paint the rear axle.
And the front. They're both orange and not, like, I think even just black. But everything under there being red, I don't think matches with the rest of it very nicely. And then probably a little cleanup under the hood too. I mean, cleanup in general, but underneath here is pretty dirty. With that, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here for today because we simply don't have some of the parts and things that we need. And like I said, we're just going to list it as is and then fix these things as time allows. So, and if somebody buys it, then it's just going to be gone. So I wanted to make sure at least get this video out in case somebody buys it tomorrow. So, well, there'll be a listing up at some point. I might post it on Instagram or something like that. I don't have numbers or anything for you yet. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts on the 56.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back